My name is Heather McCarroll. I live in the Grove at Waterford Crossing in Hendersonville, Tennessee. I'm a registered nurse. Been a nurse about 11 years. I work primarily in psychiatry and corrections. I'm a single mom. I have a daughter who is 15, Savannah, and I have a dog, Mooch, and a cat, Winston. They're mortal enemies. I try to be as active as I can. I just completed a 200-hour yoga teacher training program. In early 2017, one day I got out of the shower, I looked in the mirror as I was drying off and I saw a shadow on my chest. I reached up and I touched it and I felt a lump. It took me a few days to really come to grips with what it might be. Within 2 weeks, on Valentine's Day, I was sitting in a surgeon's office and he told me that I had invasive breast cancer. I was really shocked to find out that I had cancer. It seemed almost impossible to me. I got home that night and I sat Savannah down on the couch next to me and I said, "Honey, Mommy has to tell you something." She looked at me in all seriousness and said, "Do you have cancer?" I said, "Well, yeah, I do." And then she asked me if I was going to die. And I said, "Absolutely not. No way." Chemo laid me out pretty good. I spent a lot of time on my couch and I spent a lot of time surfing Facebook. I saw a girl that I had gone to nursing school with several years before was on this amazing rafting or kayaking trip. Well, as I started to read the little story that went along with it, she was on a first ascents trip. She had had a type of lymphoma about a year before. And so as I read the story and I kept up with her week-long trip on Facebook, I did a little bit of research that summer, and I said, when I get better and when I'm well, I'm going. I was 38, and First Ascents focuses on people who are survivors under the age of 40. So I was sort of like the elder in the group. We did a lot of hiking, and they have every night what we call campfire. And they throw out a question about how you're feeling, or if you learned anything new about yourself that day, what you discovered, and you talk. And it's amazing what you can tell a group of strangers that you probably don't tell anyone else. We had a lot of the same fears that we didn't think anybody else, we thought they were irrational fears, It's silly for me to think about this, but it validates you. I think I was checking my email one day, and as soon as I read that LPC was interested in donating the winnings, like the winning was going to your favorite charity, I was like, oh, I'm in, because I've now taken 2 trips with First Ascents. I've gained friendships that will last me a lifetime, and I would want nothing more than to give another cancer survivor this opportunity.
So we chose Heather and her organization First Ascents as one of our winners because we really felt her passion and how much the charity really helped her through one of the hardest times of her life. It was an organization we had never heard of. The way that they give back to people and give them this experience that they may have thought that they could never do again, or that it was giving them a last chance to do it and they may never get to again. We just couldn't pass it by.
I found out that I had won this contest cruising through my email while sitting in the dog park over here, and I was like, oh snap, I won. Like, I actually won something. And I got on the FD alumni page and I said, hey guys, I just won a contest and they're gonna give FD a donation. And within probably 4 hours, I had multiple replies. Everybody was cheering and super stoked. What I know is that this money is going to afford a young cancer survivor an amazing experience. I know that it's going to take somebody out of their comfort zone and push them someplace they've never been, where they gain confidence in themselves, which is exactly what happens on these trips. You remember who you were before the disease. For LPC to run a campaign that is solely focused on helping charities helping people who help others, that's awesome. There are going to be thousands of lives impacted by this program.